Okay, and this is last chapter, key logistic activities, last module, key logistic activities I can handle. Key elements of logistic activities, not all organization may explicitly consider every one of the activities to the part of logistic. They can affect the logistic process, So that I just discuss something about each activity in the just like one and subsequent chapters, customer service, right? And demand forecasting, inventory management, logistic communication, material handling, order processing, packaging, parts and service support, plant and warehouse site selection, procurement, reverse logistics, traffic and traffic and transportation, warehousing and storage. These are key elements of logistic activity. So I just one by one briefly explain things about that, and also along the way of 10 chapters, I can cover the some of your key logistic activities as well. So customer service is very very important. Customer depending on the position of you, and you just the different customer like B2B function, business to business function. This is business like A company, B company, right? The B company is the customer. So the C company, the B company, B2C, the customer, and B2C company, this is customer. Customers also divide into just intermediate customer, intermediate customer, or final customer. Okay, final customer is that no more final consumption. You place an order online channel, and getting some items in your house, door-to-door delivery. This you are final consumer. However, and this C customer, there may be stores, and then your intermediate customer, so that they have resell these items in the store into final user. That's what we call it. So B2C is kind of divided into some kind of steps of the customer, right? Anyway, this is customer service has been defined as a customer-oriented philosophy, right? That integrates and manages all elements of the customer interface within a predetermined optimum cost service mix. Customer service acts as a binding and unifying force first all other logistic management activities. And the customer service is about the integral part occurs, and if organization overall marketing efforts are successful, and so some logistic system there is each component can affect whether or not customer receives the right product at the right place in the right condition for the right cost and right time. And so customer service involves successful implementation of the integrated logistic management concept, to provide the necessary level of customer satisfaction and allows a possible total cost. So that this is a total cost. We just total cost means this is very important. Yeah, several important as well. And total cost is that you just manage in order to satisfy customer needs, you spend the money, right? So that so we have integrate all the activities, convert into all cost. We so call it total cost. So that the customer service higher is higher, then you spend more. So that they have combined each other. And customer service and higher customer service and higher logistic cost, they have combined combine each other, some kind of a trade-off. One side, one low, the other side low, so that we have a combined. So that's why we have a proper customer service and proper cost. This is very, very important. Demand forecasting involves in determining the amount of product and company service that customer will require at some point in the future. Forecasting itself could be generate errors, so that demand forecasting is not 100% correct. Demand forecast entails some errors. So that we have a marketing function, sales forecast, so that determine product schedule, purchasing, acquisition, or strategic, and implant inventory decision. And the demand forecasting itself could be error, but we have tried to accurately as possible forecast them some demand, customer demand. So the logistic management forecast of demand determine how much each item produced by the company must be transported to the various market of the firm service. Logic side that we have must be transported or must be warehoused, must be the inventory. So logistic management must know where the demand will originate, so that proper amount of product can be placed or stored in each market area. This is a very, very important sector, demand forecasting. Demand associated with logistic management forecast. Logistic itself could not generate independent demand, some kind of a logic itself kind of a driven demand, right? Like not independent. So that forecasting comes first, then the forecasting comes first, and then the demanding according to demand, then you can predict some of logistic resources, like how many trucks can you need, and how many warehouses you need, what's the size of the warehouse need, how many people we need to operate certain part. This is kind of a demand forecasting could generate impact on the logistic resource planning as well. Okay, this is what it's about. Okay, you understand? And inventory management. Inventory management is the outcome of logistics performance. Logistic performance, right? So inventory is kind of a result. So that the inventory management, you can just we can handle some inventory management first of all. So the inventory control activity is very, very important and very, very critical, because of financial necessity, maintaining a sufficient supply of product to meet both customer needs and manufacturing requirements. You just need some inventory. You need money to buy the items into storage, right? This is what it's about. Raw materials and parts, work in process, in finished goods, inventory, all consume physical space. How many warehouse we need? That's the physical space. What's the size of a warehouse? Personnel time, and people working time, right? Capital money. You need money to buy the items into storage. Okay, there's capital money. Tied up inventory is not available for use elsewhere. So that you just understand the inventory control activity. So inventory management involves trading off the level of inventory, how to achieve higher customer. You must higher customer, you need more inventory, service levels. With the cost of holding inventory, including capital tied up inventory, warehousing costs, and obsolescence. Obsolescence means that you purchase items like food items, the shelf life is let's say you just purchased items, like what can I say? Ice cream, for example. Ice cream is no ice cream. I guess it's confectionery somehow. Confectionery, right? You have shelf life. Expiry date is January 3rd, 2021. January 3rd. But you have to buy the items, purchase the items, 2020 December 1st, January 30, December 1st. We have only 2 months left the shelf life. But you do not sell the items. And by the time the items expiry date is ending, it's nothing. You cannot sell the items because it's already passed out, expiry date expired. So you lose money, right? That's you call it obsolescence. That's the obsolescence. That's what it's talks about. Anyway, inventory management involves trading off the level of inventory held to achieve a high customer and service parts. Okay. And order processing. Order processing, custom order triggers a logistic process and directing action to be taken in a satisfy customer demand. Also, the component order processing may be broken down into 3 groups, such as operational elements such as order entry editing, and communication elements such as order modification, and credit and collection elements. This is order processing. So logistic communication is the success in today's business environment requires a management of a complex communication system. Effective communication must take place among systems. Logistic communication itself, make a communication happen. You have to keep trying. Okay, logistic communication as well. So effective communication must take place among the organization, suppliers, and customers. Major function with the organizations such as logistics, engineering, accounting, marketing, production, and the various logistic activities listed below. And the various aspects of each logistic activity, such as coordinating, warehousing, raw material, work in process, finished goods, and so also various members of the supply chain, such as intermediaries and secondary customer suppliers who may not be directly linked to the firms. These are logistic communication. Material handling is concerned with every aspect of movement, flow of raw materials in process, inventory and finished goods within a plant, within a warehouse. So that the objective of material handling are to eliminate handling wherever possible. This is very important. Eliminate handling possible. No double handling. Try to minimize handling. More handling, more damage. Okay, and minimize travel distance. Minimize work in process. Provide uniform, free from bottlenecks. We have bottlenecks here, just like bottleneck here. We have problems. We have attack the problems. Provide uniform flow. Uniform flow just like this. We can expect just like water is flowing. Minimize losses from waste, breakage, swallowing, theft. And packaging. Packaging performs 2 basic functions: marketing and logistics side. First, the packaging product from damage, right? Second, in the proper packaging make easier to store both products, thereby reducing material handling cost. This packaging. And so when firms are involved in international marketing, packaging becomes even more important. The overseas cross-border fulfillment, cross-border trading, packaging is more and more important. Product market in a foreign country travel greater distance and undergo more physical handling than those marketed domestically speaking. So in many countries, management must deal with the lack of adequate material handling equipment and must rely on inadequately trained personnel. So in general, domestic packaging is not strong enough to withstand the rigors of international distribution. So packaging to enhance some robust packaging could prevent from some damage. And on the other hand, there's kind of a logistic instruction and more reduced, the material handling cost as well. So plant warehouse site location. There's location and warehouse in the if you satisfy customer need here, right? The certain areas and how many warehouses you need. How many warehouses you need? This is a warehouse site selection. How many warehouses and what size of that, and how many plants you need. This is a plant warehouse function. So the first consideration selecting a site is the location of the firm's target markets, the needs of customer, and the location. Raw materials, component parts, sub-assemblies are also major consideration. But the company must be consuming inbound movement, storage in materials in addition to outbound flows. Other important factors such as labor rate, transportation service, city, country, and blah, blah, blah. So those kind of site selection. So this is the beginning site that I'm not covered the very deeper understanding or deeper analysis plant warehouse site the selection. That is about some operation research. We have lots of mathematical modeling technique to determine how many warehouses, how many plants you need. Okay. And procurement. In most industrial procurement, how many items you need, and how often you purchase item. This is procurement, right? Procurement function includes the selection of the supply source locations, determination of the form in which the materials to be acquired, timing of purchase, price determination, quality control. So procurement also the changing economic environment of recent years, and so that we have procurement could supply belonging to supply chain and logistics side. So procurement, depending on procurement cycle, depending on what the cycle means how often do you buy the items, and one place on one item, into arriving in warehouse and plants, and the size of the amount or the volume of the item into arrive the plant and the warehouses. That's kind of determine the procurement side. Reverse logistic. We have manufacturing sell the items in the customer, but we have return the items. So we have a reverse logistic. Okay. So reverse logistic also involves the removal and disposal of waste materials from the production, distribution, and purchasing process. So, and these are these activities, the reverse logistic activities are outsourced by the company to various third parties. So reverse logistic, we have to understand the general understanding of reverse logistic side. And traffic and transportation. Also, there involves major movement of product and includes the selecting method of shipment, air and rail, water, pipeline, truck, intermodal. This is kind of a multimodal transportation. And it's kind of a traffic and transportation activities, and managing the movement of product includes selecting the method of shipment. There is about implant logistic side and how many trucks, how many items arrive in each plant, and we have overseas operation and multimodal transportation. Multimodal transportation means, and in chapter 10 I can cover the global logistic, and also the more than two modes of transport mode. That's we call the multimodal transportation, and one rail and another lane trucks in the multimodal transportation. So transportation is single largest cost. This is single largest cost, almost 60% of total cost. warehousing and storage and product must be stored the plant in the field of later sale consumption unless the customer need them in the instant they are produced. So we have ready to ship the items in your country. So we have warehousing and storage site. So the warehousing and storage activities involve the management of space needed to hold or maintain inventories. Specific storage activities include decision like whether or not storage facility should be owned or leased or rented. That's a make or buy decision, so to speak. Layout and design storage facility. I can cover the warehousing and storage a little bit, not more detail, but later chapter we can handle those warehousing and storage side. But anyway, that warehouse storage is that it's about it's about storage and transportation cost. Next, why should the logistic? These are I'm talking about the various types of logistic activities, right? But it cannot stand or it cannot exist stand alone. It should be integrate each other. Why? Why? The integrated logistic management concept refers to administering various activities as an integrated system. So that we just like this: manufacturing site, supplier, lots of supply here, distribution center here, a custom here, right? And they have, the final goal is satisfy customer need. In order to satisfy customer needs, we have the communication. One size does not fix all, right? One size does not fix all. That it means that these warehousing operation, transportation, material handling, warehouse location, they are integrate each other. So in order to find a customer. So that's why this is very important, right? So the logistic activity total logistic cost, blah 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 blah. So one cost high, one cost lower, one cost low. It itself could be have meaningful as well, but we have total cost. Total cost is very important. And this cost high, and A scenario and B scenario. Total cost is very high. This each cost, each module is more higher, but total cost A scenario is higher. It's not good. So we just very concept total cost concept. So that we have these inventory carrying cost, place customer service cost, lot quantity cost. So that very cost should be total cost. We have to figure out total cost, how much total cost will it be, to handle this shipment. This is very, very important, right? This is what a logistic manager do. It's about the video clip. You can check the video clip. Then I talk about the logistic, what is the logistic about, and what is supply chain, what is the logistic, and what are logistic activities about, right? And so these chapters are kind of summarized, there's a person handle all the logistic side called the person. Just we call it the logistic manager. And what a logistic manager do, right? This is very helpful to understand what I'm saying. You watch it.